Hello, happy January 9th. The new Jilson Roberts catalog came out, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, my name is Mellissa. I sell part-time on eBay and have a Patreon group where I sell supplies monthly, so you can receive monthly subscription packages with tissue papers, poly mailers, business cards, inspirational cards, package toppers, ribbons, etc. Or I just have a website, Bloomin' Clothing, where I sell supplies. Now, most of the tissue paper, almost all of it, comes from Jilson Roberts, and Jilson Roberts is a very high-end tissue paper. I haven't found a better one. And their new catalog is out. Now, last year their catalog was out in December, like early December. I'm gonna sit crisscross applesauce style here. But the paper wasn't out until like April. And the year before it was out on my birthday, which was the end of January, but the paper was out very quickly. So just because the catalog is here doesn't mean I'll get the paper here anytime soon, but I haven't peeked. It is here and it's so pretty. It has butterflies on it. Now, they also sell a ton of wrapping paper. That's mainly what they do. So I'm going to try to find the index so I don't spoil anything. And tissue paper is on page 32. Is there a way to jump to 32? Yes, there is. Okay, so page 32. And I'm sure I'll be putting screenshots of what I'm seeing as I see it. Okay, so it starts, let's go back a page. Yep, okay, starts on page 32 with designer tissue. I'm going to scroll in. Oh, I already see a print I love. Okay. We're just gonna go top to bottom, left to right. Retro Floral Aqua, I have had this, love it. The peach really stands out in person. It's like a turquoisey teal color, really pretty floral. They do a lot of florals. This past year they did do like some cowboy boots and some other non-floral, but think like Vera Bradley almost. Floral Burst, I've had, it's gorgeous. Bloomin', love, I've had many times. Gypsy Floral, I wish they didn't use the word gypsy, but it's really pretty. Mandarin Grove, I'm shocked they're still doing. That's a print from years ago. Such a good print. The paper is so crisp on that one. Secret Garden has like floral botanicals, really pretty stemmy leaves. I bought my mom some of that for her birthday this year. Dazzling Daisies is new. Now it has neon ink, which I've never seen them do before. They do a really nice paper, and some of them don't have any kind of like embellishments, but some of them have pearl or like almost a glitter metallic. This one says neon ink, so I'm very excited. The colors are beautiful. I have nothing against the colors. Do I wish they were a little bit more mod, like 70s, 60s? Yes, but this will be definitely ordering. And it also has a metallic gold highlight, so that's perfect. And they don't sell them to regular people, so I have to buy them third party. You can also get them on Amazon. So right now for 240 sheets, their bulk is $65. So I'm assuming that means they went up because I think it was $59 last year. So if they went up, I'm sure the third party sellers, but even per piece, what is that? I'm just gonna take a rough guess, like 30 cents or so. It's not terrible, and they're big sheets, so you can cut them in half if you sell smaller things. So for 15 cents for a half sheet, it's not bad. Bumble and Daisy, love that one. Blues, yellows, bees. Twig and Twine, I've had these before. Drifting Blossoms, I think that was new last year, and I actually am using that right now for Valentine's Day. That will be a Valentine's Day print. Watercolor Petal, have had, didn't love. It had no special features, so it was just like a white paper, a thick white paper, but didn't have any metallics or anything fun on it. Botanic? It has songbirds and like a music or a newspaper print, like a book page print. I currently have that, and that'll be a February print as well. It kind of gives off lovers or romantic. Delicate Floral, loved this one. Very dainty. The print is very small. They do a lot of small prints and not overwhelming huge prints. I wish they would do some bigger prints. We'll see if they change. This one had some metallic gold, pink pastels, little butterflies, very sweet. I've got a bunch of that. This one I'm excited about because it's a bigger butterfly and it's a watercolor. It also has a metallic pearl base, so it's not just a flat white. It has like a shimmer in the white paper. And the metallic gold highlight, oh, sign me up. Crafty Fox, loved that one, used that one for I think September. It didn't have too much of a craft paper feel. It had a little bit, but it wasn't butcher block stiff. It was nice. Floral Collage, love. A little bit of a departure for them if you look at their theme overall. It's more red based, and they have some red base, but this one's like very neon. But again, there's no extra fun to it, but it is really pretty. Pretty Petunia was the first one I ever bought. Still love that one. White base. A lot of them have white bases. It's more expensive to do more ink, of course. Tropic Thunder I used last August or July. Very pretty for just 3 colors. Loved it. Cowboy, I didn't think I would order this one. Ordered it, loved it, used it all up. It's so fun. If you're packing boots or anything Southwest, or you could really just use it. People just love getting, I love getting things wrapped, even if the thing doesn't pertain to me. I would love getting, I don't know, a keyboard wrapped in cowboy paper. You're just like, what? This is so fun. Kitty cats I've used for forever. Love. It's a white base, but the cats have like floral designs in their hair and headpieces. So cute. Best in Show Green I've never had. This read a little bit more Christmassy to me, so I thought, because there's a metallic green base, so the green is shimmery. So I haven't ordered that one, but I do have a dog print currently. We'll see if they keep it. Celestial, love, ordered it for Halloween this year. I don't know if everybody loved it, but it was perfect. I even like it just year round. It's got hands, hearts, bugs, very different from them. The pearl was so pretty. It had metallic and gold, silver and gold, really nice. Cactus, one of my favorite. Again, there's nothing really special, but the print is so fun. Honeybees is made with the green paper. Some of these are made with green paper, and it feels not as crisp as the rest. It has a softer feel to it. But again, my name means honeybee. It's Mellissa, so I've always loved bees, so I have used that, and I still have a full box of it. I'll probably never give that up. Birdie I've used. I like it. It's a fairly plain paper compared to most of theirs, but if you love birds, awesome. Books is a library, just a bookshelf with like fishbowl, globes, just plants, very fun. It was a new print last year. I got it, I liked it. It has metallic bursts. Seashells, I wound up loving. This was a print 2 years ago they came out with. Did have some metallic gold. The colorway was better in person. When I live at the seashore, I live 7 miles from the shore. I'm one of the better beaches that I've come across in the United States. So when you run seashells underwater, they look this color, but on the seashore, they're bleached, so they're more white. So I was questioning them putting in like the purple and yellow, but I totally get it now. And in person, it is really pretty. I'm really hoping for some like a lot more tissue paper. Balloons I've seen. I don't order balloons often because unless it's somebody's birthday, and usually with eBay or Poshmark, you don't know if it's their birthday. Balloons are still fun. You could have balloons for almost any occasion. Bunches of Balloons is brand new, super cute, metallic pearl base, so it's not just flat white. Again, it has that shimmer. A lot of these have the give green symbol. I wonder if they just went all give green this year. I'm not exactly sure what that means. I'm sure they'll tell us. Fun, the bunches of balloons are cute. They're not tied down to anything. And they look like bingo daubers, like just all placed and then strings. I wish there was a little boy and girl holding the strings, just, I don't know, and like maybe 1940s children just dressed up with Mary Janes and little sweet dresses and top hats, or I don't know. Happy Birthday, I never loved. The colors have gotten better. I wonder if they've changed the colors. Some of the colors are neon and some of them are very muted. It's just a weird thing. Sprinkles, I love. Love, love, love sprinkles. Lightning, I did try to order last year and they hadn't yet released it. And that's more of like a, to me, because I go from January through December with my subscriptions, I try to group things based on holidays or just based on themes. Lightning does not really have a theme. Now here in Florida, we get a lot of lightning during the summer months. So to me, that would be a summer, but not everybody would feel that way, obviously, depending on where you live. There is a metallic highlight, but the color theme just didn't do it for me. I don't know. It's a lot of green, yellow, and orange, but not all green, yellow, and orange. If they made it all green, yellow, and orange, maybe I could have gotten behind it. I never ordered it. Pineapple Pop, love. The base is a charcoal base and it's a metallic. It's really pretty. That one's one of my favorites. Bright Stars I have used. Wouldn't use it again. It reminds me of Reading Rainbow, which is fun, but Party Popper. I think I ordered this one or the next one coming up, Splatter. I don't know if I ever got my hands on Party Popper. It's pretty. I'm sure in a big sheet, because they're only showing small squares, it would be very pretty. I did use Rainbow Stripe. The Rainbow Stripe one, I wish the colors were slightly different hues of the rainbow, but they're very pretty and the paper was gorgeous and it felt nice. It doesn't have any metallics, but it was a very thick paper. Okay, Splatter I did use. I wouldn't buy this one again. It did have metallic and silver and gold, and it was fun. Just the color scheme, again, it's so random, and the blue and the red and the orange and the yellow. They didn't keep it all in the same tone. It's like pale, pale yellow, then dark, dark purple, and then like weird olive green. I don't know who, it wasn't my favorite. Rainbows I've never gotten. The Over the Rainbow Silver is pretty. Again, rainbows are fairly specific to birthdays or other holidays. Maybe March, that could work if I got like clovers, but do they make clovers? Probably not. But that in with like different clover paper would be so much fun. Featherly, love. I've used that many times. The next three I've used a lot, and my mom's favorite one is Marbleized Mint. So they have Marbleized Magic, which is more of a blue base. It's aqua blue. Very pretty. The only thing with the gold, I got one batch, probably out of 4 or 5 of this, where the gold, and I'm sure it was just the heat and it sat outside, heat stamped onto the next piece. So I was like peeling off individual pieces, which was not my favorite thing when you're using hundreds and hundreds and thousands of sheets of paper. But it did okay. It didn't leave marks on anything other than the paper. The Marbleized Silver is really pretty. It's kind of plain, so you kind of have to fancy it up with a bow in my mind, but it would be great for a wedding. Marbleized Mint, I always keep a box. That's my go-to. Okay, trying not to look. Scrolling. I'm really hoping to find a lot of new prints. Come on. Black Damask, favorite year-round. You could use this easily for any holiday. Valentine's Day, you add red ribbon, green and ribbon for St. Patrick's Day. It's a classic. I keep that in stock almost always. Black Gingham, I don't think I've ever used. It looks like it has stripes, but it could be an optical illusion. It could just be a true black and white gingham, which again is classic. Very nice. Tapestry I have used. I did like it in person. It's better than on the website. The gold metallic really shines. I did use pastel stripe this year. I think I did it for Easter, like an Easter egg type of thing. So it was Easter, maybe March or April. I do the month before. It was okay. I probably wouldn't order it again. Zoo, I did not buy. I've never had Zoo, and it has no metallic. For children, if you sell children's, I mean, just Zoo's fun in general. Again, fun tissue paper is always unexpected, but for children it would be fun. On the Farm was my very favorite last year. Loved, loved, loved it. It was super cute in person. It doesn't have any metallic or pearl. Just stinking adorable though. I put that with the cowboy boots and some like red gingham type other things. It was like a whole farm theme and burlap and stuff. Bouquet, I can't remember if I've ordered this. Oh, I see a new one or not. This one is very, yes, I have ordered this maybe 2 years ago. It was really pretty. It's very pretty for wedding season. It's got a lot of blushes and periwinkles and muted tones and gold. Super, super pretty. Just not like in your face, but still stunning. Magnolia, I have never ordered. It just looks kind of boring to me. It's pretty, but boring. Okay, Fresh Flowers. This is a new one. It is a pearl base, so other than it looks white, but it's actually a shimmery base, and it has gold metallic. Something is not my favorite with the colorway, and I'm thinking it's the gold. So in person, if that gold is very gold, I think it would be better. Here it's reading more like a bathroom brown, like a weird soup color, almost a mustardy brown, and it's not my favorite, but let's pretend that shimmers in person. I like it a lot more. I love the navy. I like the light blue. I don't know that I love the aqua with it, and my favorite color is aqua. Something is wrong with the color palette here, and I couldn't tell you exactly what it was. The navy and the gold are perfection. Maybe it's this lighter kind of periwinkle blue doesn't have enough depth. If they would have put some darker periwinkle, it's reading a little flat. The navy has a lot of different shades of navy. You can see the shading. And the aqua is kind of flat too. I don't know. I think the aqua is off. And maybe we should have went with another shade of true blue in a different tone. Like light blue, medium blue, dark blue, but not aqua. I don't know. I'd have to see it in person. I'll probably order it. Let's just be honest. Oh, yay! Finally. This might be my favorite. Love Grows, hearts on stems. It has gold metallic highlight. They needed some more hearts. They've only ever had like 2 or 3 hearts, and every Valentine's Day I'm like, the same hearts, the same hearts. This is perfect. They nailed the colors, all the shades of pinks and mostly pinks. I wouldn't even call this red. It might be red in person, and greens, pastel, watercolor, very sweet. The gold hearts I love. I use just 2 colors, but the gold metallic is very pretty. It's very geometric heart, very patterny. Gold red hearts I've never seen. And I'm shocked that this is not new, honestly. I'm honestly shocked. I don't know if this was ever a tissue paper. The next one says new, but it hasn't been new. This Marbleized Red was in the Christmas 2021 book. I am 100% positive because I tried to order it for Valentine's Day. And it was a Christmas print, they were calling it, but it's pink, red, gold, white. So it looks very Valentine's Day. But the red hearts, maybe they put the new banner on the wrong thing. I've never seen the red hearts, but I have absolutely seen the Marbleized Red. Okay, now we have Judaic Stars, which I'm not cocking my head at the print. It's beautiful. I love the silver highlight. It says it's new. Usually they just put their holiday, I guess it's not holiday. You can use it year round, of course. You can use anything year round. For bar mitzvahs and bat mitzvahs, I guess it would be year round. Usually they put their Kwanzaa, Christmas, Hanukkah, maybe a few other holidays in a special holiday catalog, not the everyday. That's the only reason I was like, I don't know if it's new or not. Then they have the metallic mattes, and these are more expensive. I've never used these. I would like to try this year, I think. Okay, Then we're back on heat dots, which I've never had. It's just plain white tissue with like polka dots. They look fun. The black on black I almost thought about getting for Halloween. I just thought maybe people wouldn't appreciate the hot dots because they're kind of boring next to the bright prints. But you never know. Gemstone is just confetti. The iridescent I would absolutely order in a heartbeat, but it is $4.50 a sheet and not available in bulk. So I'm not spending $5 per piece of tissue paper. Then they have solid colors. Then they have packs. Yeah, all the packs are basic, the same thing. Okay, I'm okay with that. I'm actually going to go back to the holiday collection because now I need to see if the red hearts were in here. So tissue paper, page 34. Scroll, scroll, scroll. Bear and I are moving. Okay, and I packed my mouse pad. So now I'm just using like a folder. It's not the best. Okay, so here is the designer tissue paper for the 2022 holiday catalog, they call it. And there were a ton of prints. I had so many fun prints. I had midnight snowflakes I ordered this year, rainbow trees, watercolor ornaments, opulent ornaments. What else did I order this year? I've had a few of these before. I've had the red Scandinavian. I can really only order about 5 or 6 prints. So I did the best I could. I've had opulent trees in the past. I've had Christmas cactus in the past. I am looking for, here it is. Marbleized red was absolutely out. So it is not new in their everyday 2023 catalog. I don't care that they put new on it. It's right here. Red hearts, they also have Valentine's Day in here. So that would not necessarily be new to their new catalog in my book. And they do have the Hanukkah stars in here as well. So I can't remember if that was new or not, but the red hearts were not new, which they didn't say they were, but the red marble was not new. Okay. Now I'm going to go back and just look at the catalog and look at the the gift wrap that they have, that because they have so many more prints of gift wrap, that's really what they are known for. Basically, they do a lot of stuff. They do ribbon. It's kind of Hallmarky without the cards, kind of. Probably better quality for a lot of it. Okay, so I'm looking at page 5, 4, and 5. And they do have a retro floral charcoal gift wrap. Now all of these will be gift wrap that I didn't see in the tissue paper, and I'm not bummed out. It's boring. Oh, this one's really pretty. This one is called Golden Floral. It's again a flower print. There's so many flower prints. That's how I felt Vera Bradley started. After 20 years of flower prints, let's throw some seahorses or some anything else. And Jilson Roberts, I feel like, I'm sure they know what they're doing. They're doing really well, but there's a lot of flower prints, And now obviously Vera Bradley has switched up a little bit in the last 10 years and have created more diverse prints, not just floral, because there's only so many flowers out there. Let's all be honest. I mean, I don't know how many flowers. There's probably millions of flowers, but they all look the same. So that's pretty. The golden floral, it has metallic base, gold highlight. Love the color palette. It's very, it's almost 60s or 70s print, but not the coloring. The blue throws it off a little bit. I really wish they would bring back some of those, those flocked wallpaper prints. There's just some really awesome old wallpaper prints, and a company that's doing it really well, now this is fabric, is Spoon. I thought I had this bookmarked. Spoonflower. If you go to spoonflower.com and go through their prints, now they have millions. I would love to see some of these turned into tissue paper. They're stunning, and they're so diverse. You can find anything. I could get lost on this. If I pretended to sew, which I can sew a little bit. I don't have a sewing machine anymore. Some of these are just truly amazing, amazing prints. And Jilson Roberts could take a page out of their book, I think. They do have peace signs. It looks like maybe greenery, like almost a wreath made out of a peace sign. I wouldn't have picked that up anyway. It's pretty, but just boring two-tone. Sorry, Jilson. Farms, cats, horses. I wouldn't have picked that up, most likely, unless I was doing the cowboy theme again, and I just did that this year. Some birthday dogs. Again, I try not to pick birthday prints because you never know. Gamers World. They have paper with gaming. I see, I'm just gonna say gaming things, and I don't know. Tetris, definitely old school Tetris. Probably Nintendo, GameCube. They could all be vintage, could not be. I would have loved to see this in a tissue paper because there's so many electronical things out there I could be wrapping with this, or just, it's so whimsical. It's teal, it's got a matte and a gloss, a silver highlight. Would have loved to see that. The next one too, whimsical, fun, bright, cheery, smiley faces, clouds, sketches, rainbows, doodles of all kind. Something you would have picked out like in the 80s on a notebook. It's called Happy Party. Would love to see that in tissue paper. Astrology, we saw that last year. The butterflies are new, we knew that. Next page, balloons. Oh, I see another one. Bicycles. Now they're calling them birthday bicycles, and there are dogs with hats and some balloons, but most of the print is bicycles, just like old school bicycles. I would have loved to see that. Gloss, metallic gold highlight. So pretty. The colors are varied and not necessarily on a particular theme, but very fun. Another one, but this is so cute. The elephants and lions are cute. I've seen it. They don't do it in tissue paper. I'm fine with that. There's only so many animals, but Bigfoot Party. There are Bigfoots jamming out on guitars with boom boxes, cakes, dancing, trees, forest, balloons, a green theme overall. So stinking cute. This is a gloss with a metallic copper highlight. I don't think I've seen copper highlights from them. Dino Party I've seen. I would have loved to see that one, but I understand they can only do so many. Dance Party, again, loves this. Last year it was brand new. They did not bring it out in a tissue paper. I don't know why. I love it. Ooh, okay, there's one that's navy, like a dark navy inky background with happy birthday. The colors they nailed. And it's very whimsical, very sketchy, very polka dotty, full of just fun and whimsy. Would have loved to see that. Again, I'm not buying that, but very pretty. Birthday gnomes are adorable, but they say happy birthday, so I wouldn't purchase that. Then we have a lot more birthday. Sprinkles, splatter, bright stars, rainbow stripe, lightning, sharks. Sharks are always fun for me because I live by the beach. And we actually saw another shark. We've seen 2 sharks now in all of the years we've been here. Just one while we lived here. It was a fairly small shark and it was fairly far out. And somebody else saw it too, so it wasn't just Bear and I, but we are always on the lookout. The water is so clear. We've seen hundreds, if not thousands, of manatee. We've been going over to Longboat Key. I'm not supposed to say that. Bear's like, don't tell anybody about this, but there's some really good beaches on Longboat Key, and Anna Marie is being built up a little bit, and the beaches are getting crowded, not like Panama City or crazy crowded Atlantic City or whatever, but like there's more people than we'd like. So we drove down to Longboat Key, and it's totally worth a trip if you're in the area. We have graphics, some graphic stripes, graphic prints. Oh, youthful. Race cars, dinosaurs, outer space. Love all of these. Gravity, which is space. Traffic jams, super cute. Sports, I'm not really a sports girl. Again, the bunny rabbits. Did the bunny rabbits make the gift wrap? Yes, they did. Did they make the tissue paper? No, they did not. Do they have one singular Easter egg bunny rabbit print, they have pastel stripes, which could be a baby print. It could be literally any print under the sun. These bunnies are so cute, so whimsical, the longest of ears, pretty flowers in a field. Why aren't we bringing rabbits over? Is nobody wrapping anything for Easter? I don't know. Fairy Tale Forest, Crafty Fox, I've seen all of that. I am so glad they brought the Dazzling Daisies over. That was a good choice on their behalf. I approve. Unicorn, I have had unicorn. They used to have unicorn in tissue paper. I think I'm out, but it was very fun. I usually paired it with the sprinkles. Under the Sea, I love. I would take any of the Under the Sea. They had mermaids, they have whales, they have sharks, they have just fish in general, but they don't really have sea or summer themed items too much at all. Jungle Animals is cute. It's heads. They have a lot of jungle theme and animals in general. Baby chicks, super cute. So cute. For babies, of course, but they're chicks being born, and some of them are like Peep color, like yellow and pastels. Peep's the candy. So you could have used that for Easter. That would have been cute. I still love colors. I would absolutely buy that in a heartbeat if that was on tissue paper, just because it's like blocks of colors with like green, dinosaur, blue, whale, red, fire truck, and they grouped them. It just looks really pretty. I have had the ABCs. I didn't see that in the tissue paper this year, but it was in the calendar last year, the catalog last year. Rainbow Shower, very cute. Again, just kind of maybe a springtime, but it's not in tissue paper. And gift wrap is very stiff. Their gift wrap is very stiff and hard to fold, and once you fold it, it creates that fold and it's there forever. Beautiful Bows is pretty. Only 2 colors. It's white with a very thin diamond pattern, kind of a crisscross with little bows at every meeting diamond. I like it. I wouldn't have gotten it. I'm glad Love Grows came over. I still like Fresh Floral a whole lot. I'm glad that one came over. There's just something missing, and my brain will be able to figure it out at some other point in time, but not now. The hearts, lots of hearts, pretty hearts. Gold and silver swirls, boring. Sorry. I do not want that one. We're okay having that one be a new one. Then we are back to Hanukkah, and I can't scroll up. Double-sided, very fun. I don't think they could do that with a tissue paper. Double-sided craft, solids, specialties. Then we're back to the tissue paper. Now I want to see gift bags, because occasionally they have gift bags that don't make it onto any prints. I don't know why. So fun. The gift totes are so fun. They're pricey. I have used them once or twice. They're over $1 a bag, easily over, probably $2 or $3 a bag. Okay, so they do have some bags that they don't have any prints. They have the fresh flowers. Again, lacking something. I don't know what. Black polka dots. I can't figure it out. Dazzling Daisies, thrilled with. They have lemons. They've never had a lemon print. So Gypsy Floral Blue. They don't have this. It's like a pearl necklace almost. Oh no, it's flowers. Think of how pretty jewelry would be. They have no prints with jewelry. Just like rings and like scattered gemstones or crystals or none of that. They have none of that. But the Gypsy Floral Blue is really pretty. I didn't think I remember seeing that. Now, Secret Garden, they say it's new. It's not new. My mom has a whole ream of it at her house. What else? Exquisite is really pretty. I wish I would bring that over. That would be gorgeous for Valentine's Day. It is a foil, and this is a bag, but it would translate really prettily. The flowers look photorealistic and very 3D. Love that. Love it, love it. Ambrosial Orchid. Ambrosial Orchid. I haven't seen that. This almost has an Art Deco feel to it. I don't hate it. I might actually like that on a paper. It's very plain. It's white. It's It's like a muted blue, like a washed out muted denim blue color, and like a really light blush. It's okay. I didn't see it in any of the prints though. The bikes, oh, the bikes are so cute. Fancy leopard. They did do leopard print maybe 3 years ago, and it was supposed to be foil, and mine came and there was no foil. I was so bummed. It was still so pretty, but the foil was like not there. So they just like colored it in foil. So it was just like colors of foil, but not foil. It was a miss. A miss for me. I love the bikes with the little, love the bikes. Trying to think of what else. The gaming is so fun. Tie-dye? No tie-dye print, but we have tie-dye bags. I would have liked the tie-dye. The gnomes are so stinking cute. You get rid of that little happy birthday sign that one gnome is holding. I would have bought way too many gnome prints. And gnomes, like, people like gnomes. The lightning, I don't know who's buying lightning. Maybe for a child's birthday? I don't know. Best day ever, lots of birthday, lots and lots of birthday. I'm guessing a lot of fancier stores carry their products, and then you can have it gift wrapped maybe. Ooh, this is like an iCat print. Oh, I saw this last year, did I? They didn't make a tissue paper though. Shibori? It's that like tie-dye design where you have different, I don't know what I'm talking about. But anyway, that's really pretty. I didn't see the aqua gold geo that I'm seeing, and I loved this one. This was a lot prettier in person, and I didn't see it this year, so they might have discontinued it. A lot of marbles. Oh, a brand new marble. This marble is a copper marble. So in addition to the blue, mint, silver, golds, they now have copper, silver, gold, rose gold, blue. It's a lot of colors, but it is very pretty. Watercolor Magic also looks new. It is new. This is stunning. Not a floral. Thank goodness. Okay, next page. We are almost done. Still love the colors. It's so fun. Just so kindergarten fun. Elephants, bunnies. Mad at you, bunnies. It's a girl, it's a boy. Polka dot farm. Then we just have some glitter bags, which I would never send to anybody. Glitter bags that were true glitter if I could help it. You could also buy like the entire stand with stuff. We don't want to do that. I want to do that, but I don't have the room to do that. And lots of Valentine's Day stuff. Mother's and Farmer's Day? Mother's and Father's Day. Happy Mother's Day, best dad. Very cute. But unless you know the person's a mom or dad, you can't just randomly send an eBay person that. Then they have totes with tissue, lemons again. Lots of marble, lots of fun. Oh, the bees. They've got black and white bees. Oh, it says buzzed. It's a wine bag. Cute. Cute print. Wouldn't send that to just anybody. Ooh. Oh, they have... Why couldn't they make this a tissue paper? It's like a disco ball. Like a ombre, bright disco ball. Party at the disco. This is so pretty. Make this a tissue paper. Oh, this one's new too. Waves, like an abstract art, but in all the ocean colors, like blues and aquas and whites, and it looks like waves. That would have been really pretty as a tissue paper too. Does this one have different language on it? What does this say? It's like a chalkboard with wine and cheeses and stuff. Oh, that would have been so cute. Like charcuterie board print. Adorable. Those are so in. Jilson Roberts. Okay, plain bags, gift boxes. Oh, what was that? Cellophane bags. There's like a zip, pow, wow, superhero type of thing. These are just gift tags, stickers. I have used their stickers before on a deep clearance. They do have mailing envelopes that can go through the mail, but they are very pricey. Just to give you an idea, an 11 by 15, which is a little bit bigger than the 10 by 13, obviously, is $8 per bag. And usually I can get poly mailers for like 5 cents if I'm not picky, and 20 cents if I'm really picky about the prints. So mailing boxes are out, mailing packages are out. Ribbons, the ribbons are nice. They're ribbons, let's just be honest. I do have huge reams of tissue paper, of gift wrap, and I still use them every year. Okay, so that was the end of the catalog. I'm okay. This year I found that I can print my own tissue paper, but it's very pricey. But like glowing mushrooms, or like seagulls spreading their wings in like a 1920s pattern, or I don't know, just there's so many other prints available. I'm just scrolling through UFOs, just different colors, iridescent scales, suns coming up over the horizon, some photorealistic, some not. It's just, it seems like with any print that anybody could possibly create, like carrots being picked from the garden, like garden, world maps, there's just, I need to create my own brand of tissue paper, but it would be very pricey because I've priced it out through Alibaba, and I've priced it out a lot, and I've gotten samples, and only one company could come up with the sample that would be equivalent or a little bit better to Gilson Roberts, where it's not like that recycled tissue paper, which everybody uses, and I totally understand, but I want it to feel more like gift wrap. Like if you wanted to use pieces again, you could, or save little pieces for scrapbooking or decoupage. I just wanted it to feel, gift wrap for me is harder to wrap and mold around odd objects. Tissue paper has a flexibility to it that makes it a little bit easier, especially with my hands or anybody else's hands. And it's big sheets, they're 20 by 30, so you can wrap basically anything. Now it's not gift wrap where you can just take huge rolls of it, but I don't know. There's inspirational sayings, there's toucans, there's just pick prints, and obviously these are trademarked prints, so you wouldn't want to use these, but they do supposedly pay their designers. So there are a few I'm really excited about, and a few that are just true prints that I will always buy because I love them and I have a connection to them, like the honeybee and the aqua marble. But that is about it. I have 2 things I could do to make this video a little longer. What is this? 43 minutes? Oh my goodness. So my mom is here visiting. She's staying at my friend's condo in the Netherlands, and we went thrifting, and I got these Allegra shoes. They're a size 10 for $3.50. They do have some wear to them, but I thought they were really pretty. They have some scuffing here. I might be able to touch that up, but they were in really good shape, and we all know these are very pricey. A lot of nurses and doctors and professionals wear them. They're too big on me, of course. They might even be, there are 42, so I would say there were about 11. They put them as a 10. I also got a few things for me, just like linen pants and a Lily Pulitzer sweater. It needs a little bit of de-shaving, but no big deal. And my mom has that on her video. Then I bought my sister a ton of puzzles. She's always been very into puzzles. And I'll have to ship these to her, but most of them were 50 cents to $1. So I'll just go fast. There was another woman looking at puzzles, and she was like, well, what are you into? But she was taking some of the good ones. But I let her have some of the good ones. So 2 of the Thomas Kincaid, my sister said either like landscaping, scenic puzzles, Big Ben. A lot of these are 1,000 pieces. This one says missing 1 piece. I'm guessing they put them together. I can't imagine a thrift store putting them together. Or bright colors. So like this one was really pretty. This one was 50 cents. I think this is only 500 pieces, yeah. Made in England. There's a lot in here. This one is the world. Now, it's not necessarily bright colors, but it is circular, which I thought was very fun. And again, $1. $1. Wait till you see. I'm going to save the best for last. Am I? Yeah. This one looks so fun. The only time I've tried to put together a puzzle with my husband, that we've tried to put together a puzzle, when he was finally feeling well enough to sit after his gallbladder surgery, it's probably like November into December. This one's an ocean. Again, not super bright, but I thought it was pretty and it would be a challenge. We tried to do it for like an hour and we had almost no pieces together. We had just turned over the pieces and we were like, yeah, this is totally not us. Sailboats. I thought this would be fun. Lots of blue, but some yellows and reds. Again, another one that retailed for like $20. I just thought the fine art collections were so pretty. Is this 1,000 pieces? Yeah, 1,000. Premium. Ooh. Okay, now my favorite one, because I picked this one up first and she picked one up almost like it, but it wasn't vintage. It was more like this kind of thing, but West Virginia. And she's like, oh, I love that one. If you put that one back, let me know. And I'm like, I'm sorry, it's for my sister. I'm definitely keeping this one. She's like, no, I understand. But I saw them on eBay after I got home because I knew I was getting it, and it was 50 cents. And they're selling for like $80 to $100. Now, it says it's complete in 1998, but who knows if it actually is. So it's a vertical puzzle. But look at all of the detail. That's crazy to me. So I don't know if the last time it's been put together, they were all taped. So I will send these to my sister. She's like, buy all of them. I'm like, okay. They gave us a box, but I'll probably not put them in this box because the box weighs more than the puzzles. But I still send them monthly care packages, almost monthly care packages. So there's that, and I'm sure my mom's video will come out before mine, but Bear and I are mostly officially moving. This summer, we have one of our friends who's a real estate agent called Tanya. She also sings, but she's been an agent on the island for years and years. She clearly knows what she's doing. Come appraise our house because our home is one of 76 other homes in this specific community. It's on a dead end and nobody knows it's here and it's quiet and it's beautiful and yada yada. And they were selling really well, and we were like, I'm sure everybody who thought about selling their house was like, yikes, I could make some money here. So we had it appraised, and it appraised for a good bit of money. So we started kind of behind the scenes looking for a place, but of course everything was really pricey. So here in Florida, there's a ton of housing. It's by the beach, but we live in a place you can't really build up unless you go inland. There's not too many places on Anna Maria that you could build above 2 stories. We have one in a different county, kind of across the street, probably not even pointing in the right direction, that has a few more stories, but like that's in a different county, even though it doesn't matter. So Manatee County you can't, or whatever, Manatee Township. So we were either going to get into the same situation as this, and why would we trade for the same HOA, basically the same price, and we've lived here and made it our own for the last 7 years, so that was out. A standalone home, we did look at one. They wanted $250, which was decent, and it had 2 bedrooms. Both were very tiny. The ceilings were very low, and Bear's 6'6". I don't even think they were 8-foot ceilings. It was in rough shape. Now they said it was in livable shape, and I would say it was in livable shape, but like the floors felt very moist and the roof was falling down on the outside. Like you would need to bring it up to code in a lot of ways. But it had a separate studio, which I loved because you could do Airbnb. There were no zoning. So like you could do short-term rentals, long-term. We could turn it into a music studio, eBay, whatever. But for $250, which was probably about what we'd make on our house, again, there was no HOA, but Bear would have to take care of all the landscaping. There was a warehouse next door, but like it was in a decent part of town. It was like a mile from here. But the warehouse didn't seem to be doing anything. It wasn't boarded up, but it was very quiet street, sidewalks, very pretty. But for $249, we were like, yeah, this is not going to work, because Bear had to duck through a lot of, it was just, and Bear said, what price would you come back and get it inspected? And I said $199, because at that time we were like probably at the end of summer. Like $199 would probably get me the next step interested slightly. So we kept an eye on it, and it sold for $185, and I'm glad it did, because I don't think it would have worked great for us. I never want to make Bear feel claustrophobic. Number one, if we can help it. I loved the idea of having a possible rental Airbnb, but to be honest, Bear would be doing a lot of the work, and a lot needed done to it, and we didn't even inspect it. So those are just the things we saw. And nobody was living in it, so they did some weird upgrades to it, but nothing helpful, honestly. Just nothing helpful. Just put weird things in weird areas, and we were like, yeah, those choices were just bad. So then we looked at mobile home communities, like trailer parks, mobile home communities, manufactured. There's millions, possibly millions, I don't know, so many. Most of those have lot rents, where you rent the lot and the trailer or mobile home is already there. The issue is the cheapest lot rent we could find would be $600 a month, and that included almost nothing. No cable, no trash, it basically included sometimes mowing the grass. And maybe you got a pool, maybe not. And they were pretty packed in, and they were cheaper, but let's say we would pay $150 for a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom updated. We've now went from a smaller HOA, about half of that, to $600, and a lot of them were going up drastically, and they could go up drastically in 2023. Most of them were going up, almost all of them were going up over $1,000. So do we want to be paying roughly $1,000 or more in the future to live in a community, a nice community, without an HOA, but still, and have to do the roof, and have to do the mowing, and have to pay all the utilities where our HOA does the internet, the cable, all of the things, even the roof. So that really didn't seem like an upgrade. So we kind of put it on the back burner. Then Bear got really sick, and then very sick, and he's back to the point now where he can do things. He's still not feeling great, his stomach, but we'll deal with that. So in December, I listed something on Facebook. Don't remember what it was, and I was going to look for my phone, but my phone is what I'm using because I packed my camera. We've packed everything. I think that was December 4th, I want to say I listed something. Would I be able to check it? It doesn't matter. And under my listing, when I went through, there was a community, and when you list on Facebook Marketplace, at least on the phone when I check it on my Samsung, just like the first little sentence or two comes up, and then you have to click in to see the rest of it. And it said, no lot rent, super low HOA community. Piqued my interest there, Mr. December 4th, whatever day I was on. So I click into it. It's a 1-bedroom house. We don't need a 1-bedroom house. We really need a 2-bedroom house if we can help it, if we can afford it. But now I knew this place existed, and it was 4 miles away. So the next day I tell Bear about it. He's like, let's go look at it tonight after I play. I'm like, okay. We go there. It's gated. It's locked. Okay. Next day we go earlier in the day. We get in. We drive around. It looks like a really nice place. There's 3 communities side by side. One is a country club. One is estates, and one is like retreats or some other name that I can't remember. But there's like 300 of them. Super pretty. You can't put your trash cans by the curb. They want a really all pastel colors, gated, 2 pools, 1 heated, 1 not. The amenities are outstanding. The HOA is a quarter of ours. There's no lot rent. I don't even know how this exists. So we asked our real estate agent, we went back to her and said, have you ever heard of this? She said no. She said, but I have a friend who does mobile park, homes, trailer estates, blah, blah, blah. Call him. Never heard of this type of thing. I called just a random person on the internet who does real estate for this area, whatever. Never heard of it. So now we know this place exists at least. And I'm sure there's other places out there. They're just very hard to find. So we go the next day. It's now like our 3rd day trying to get in. We get in. We park at the community center. We start walking around just trying to talk to anybody that will talk to us who lives there, which is everybody. Everybody is so friendly. Everybody gives us, some woman gives us a tour. We're two strangers. Bear is 6'6". Now, like, I look friendly, maybe, but you can't just, she's like, come on in. We're like, no, that's okay. You don't have to show us. She's like, no, come on in. So we tour our house. She's like, I'm Canadian. I rent. You can rent for half the year. There's like rentals, so you can't just Airbnb it. But I think you could rent once or twice a year, up to however many days it is. And it is a 55 plus community. And Bear is over 55. I am not. I will be 43 any day now. So sometimes there's a stipulation where the second person has to be over 45. This did not have that. Now, if Bear were to die, let's just be honest, we all die. It's just a thing. They would have to reevaluate, and we're okay playing that game because we just never know. You just don't know what the future is. So I've been sicker than him. He's been sicker than me. You just don't know. So somebody says you should put up a little index card in the community board, and I might even have it here. And just see, here it is. Just see if anybody will call you, because they usually don't go to the market. People usually find out about these and sell them to neighbors looking to upgrade or downgrade. They almost never hit the market, and they're all right. So we had to date they said make sure you put the date or it's going to be pulled. So I'm going to cover my cell phone number. I think that's all I need to cover. And so we posted this 12/11, so less than a month ago. 12/12, we got a phone call from people wanting to sell. They're Canadian. They've been using their house for 12 years in the summertime, but with COVID, they couldn't get down for a few years. So they're getting older. They put their car on, I think they said Amtrak or some kind of train system. They don't drive it. It takes a while. It's just getting harder and harder. And their sons, maybe daughter-in-laws, whoever it was in their family, all live in Canada. So it's getting harder to get down. They're ready to move. So I had $200 in the entire house. We brought it with us. We met them 12/12. We toured. They're leaving all of their stuff behind, and it's nice stuff. Don't get me wrong. I'm not putting these people down. They are salt of the earth people, truly. And we shook hands and we gave them $200. And I said, we'll be in touch tomorrow. And we were, and we paid their asking price because it was very fair. And we are so excited. We had it inspected. Usually the inspector says with these types of things, because we're going to insure it, they never insured it, which when we're paying anything, we're going to insure it. Anything over, I don't know, $25,000, I would want, maybe even less than that. I just want things insured. If you just never know, earthquake, tornado, whatever. Insurance isn't like super pricey compared to our house. It's actually a little bit cheaper. It works out. So we had it insured, and we had it inspected. Usually they say there's like laundry lists. There's like note paper attached when you do. And the guy had 4 things, and they were all very small things. Electrical was fixed for $150. Plumbing should be fixed for the same. They fixed a thing themselves, and the tie down needed like readjusted, which we're having done in about a month. So we close on that house March 20th. So with all of that, and they want to stay till the end of April, which we are fine with. We wanted to give them as much flexibility because of how rare houses come up with 2 bedrooms and a bath and a half. We definitely needed that second toilet because I have no gallbladder and issues, and now Bear has no gallbladder. So we definitely needed a second toilet, or if we could. And it's rare to get a 2 bedroom in this place. Most of them are single wides. They had just put on a porch. I'll tour you through at some point. It's really pretty. It's pale blue. It has the hurricane things that come down. There's a gajillion things. There's painting classes. There's card making classes. Every Friday morning there's free coffee and donuts. Like, the social scene. We'll probably have to get a golf cart. I am not social. I am not planning on partaking in most of this. But like, you can be social if you want to be social. And Bear's not even social. But they have music come in every week, at least every other week. I think they said every week during snowbird season. and they pay people to sing. And they listened to Bear and they were like, oh yeah, like you should be. So he might get paid to sing at our community, which is mind blowing, like once a month, which is so funny to me. But anyway, and they go on trips and there's a golf course next door, which Bear isn't good enough to golf right now, but he does have golf clubs and he was on the golf team and he has been a golf coach and he's very good at golf. He's really good at golf, shockingly enough. I didn't realize how good he was. So all of these things are falling into place. So now we reach out to our real estate agent, realizing we have to sell our house. And not only sell it by March 20th. So we told her we're going to at least need a week to declutter. We got a storage unit, a 10 by 10. I'm so glad we went with a 10 by 10. It was only $80 a month, which didn't sound like a ton to me for how much space it is. We've filled up almost all of the space at this point. You have no idea how much stuff you have until you've had to move, and now we've had to move at least twice. This will be our second full-time moving. The person buying our house, we did get 3 offers, 1 above asking price. All 3 need financing, so none of them are cash. So we need our house to inspect, which is happening next week. Should inspect really well. Anytime we had work done, like we had all the plumbing brought up from the floors and put upstairs, because just in case we would happen to get a leak, and we did have one tiny leak one time, we paid the money to have it all brought up so we don't have to dig underground, because that's where the plumbing was. We had it inspected by a third party. We put a drain in the back for runoff for hurricane window. We had it inspected by a third party. My anxiety would just not allow me to have major things done and then just trust people. I just wanted to, for $100 to have something inspected is usually, in my brain, a good, since we can do it. So we've never had the house inspected in the last 7 years fully, but I think we'll be okay, honestly. And if something comes up, then we deal with it then. The next hurdle is having it appraised, which is going to be the bigger hurdle, because the houses in our community, ours would be the highest selling ever. And one other sold probably in like 5 to 8% less than ours, but we don't know if they needed a mortgage or any kind of financing. So we don't know if they paid cash for that and didn't need an appraisal. But again, we'll deal with one thing at a time. So we signed today, the 9th. The gentleman is a veteran, and we know his story, and we felt very good about him, and so did our real estate agent. And he wants some of our furniture maybe, but he's willing to negotiate that outside of contract. I am not sure we're going to fit a 12-foot couch in the new house. We might. There's one wall that it could possibly go on. But if he really wants it and gives us a good price, we'd rather not move it and maybe just buy something similar in the new house. And they're leaving all of their things behind. So we'll definitely have couches there for a while. So he's giving us till the end of February, and then we will close there March and move in by the end of April. So all of this is going very fast, and now we're at the point where it's slowing down finally, which is so good because we touched up all the paint, bare rolled all of the cabinet doors just to make sure everything looked like as clean as humanly possible we could get it. Everything clean, everything decluttered. So I'm thrilled. The open house went well. We had 5 viewings before the open house. 10 to 12 groups of people came in at the open house. We had really good feedback. It's officially under contract, which happened within 3 days of listing it. They brought in professional photos, which I'll throw some in eventually. And we're really excited. My mom asked us what the pros and cons are. And both Bear and I said the only con we can really think of is that it's going to need all of their furniture out and probably a fresh coat of paint. They've done a really good job with it, and it's very clean looking. They're very clean people. They just have a lot of furniture that we wouldn't have. And they have like people come stay with them and like meetings and stuff, and we just don't need, they probably have truly 10 to 12 chairs and 2 or 3 couches. We just don't sit down in that many areas all at once. We have our office chairs, we have the island chairs, and we have a couch. Like, we just don't need that many. We don't have people coming over on a regular basis for meetings or whatever they were doing. So that's probably a con. However, after gallbladder surgery and Bear being in bed for so long, he had some pretty severe anxiety. And I know anxiety, I have anxiety. My brain just flat out broke, honestly, the psychiatrist said. So when your brain, I just truly had a mental break in my psyche. So if you don't know what that means, I'm so thrilled. I hope you never know what that means. It sounds ridiculous, but until it happens, it could really happen. And it happened, and it took me months and months to get over the trauma. And it's years ago, and I still have anxiety left over from it. Maybe I will, maybe I won't always have it. But Bear's brain didn't break, but he was in such a bad place mentally that there was no good. He had very little hope. I had no hope. There was just no hope, no time in the world in which I was living in. Time didn't exist, hope didn't exist. He was living in a world with time and a sliver of hope here and there, but he wasn't sure he was going to get better. He wasn't sure he would ever get out of bed. He wasn't sure. So it was just a lot. This has given him, we timed this really well. And I started planting the seed of possibly moving back in the summertime. He is on board. He's thrilled we're moving. I'm thrilled we're moving. We're moving 4 miles away. It's a little bit more rural. It's by Mason's Fruit Farm, where they have olive groves and there's like cattle across the street. And the other places that are being built up, like probably within a half mile, are all starting out at like $400,000, $500,000. So it's just a really nice, and they have a full gym and locker and showers and bingo and ping pong tables and pool tables and shuffleboard tables, and it's on the bay and you can walk out to the pier and sit. And not that we're ever going to do any of this necessarily, but there's a library and a puzzle library and poker card tables, and it's huge. It's huge, and I love it, and it looks so pretty and so clean and so quiet. Oh, and the best part, more than 50% of the people go back to their first residence during the summertime. So summertime is when I thrive. I come out a lot more, we can swim a lot more, and with less people there, I'm very excited about that. So really excited, and I put away most of my jewelry items because they were taking up so much space, but I still am selling jewelry because I can keep that underneath my bed for now. So just boxes and jewelry. The puzzles will probably go in storage if I don't ship them to my sister tomorrow, but so I am still shipping some things. I'm sure I'll have a video about moving at some point. We're filming little things as we go and as we feel good enough. Today I went thrifting with my mom. Yesterday I slept for, I think, 18 hours, just about straight. I only woke up once or twice. I was out. But today I went thrifting and then lay down for a few hours, and I feel good enough. So I might ship tonight. I might ship tomorrow. I am desperately hoping to film that. And I think that's the end of this video. I hope you're doing well. My camera is taped, my phone is taped to a light bulb right now, so I'm going to pull it down. I have just like eBay tape holding it up, and I'm hoping it's not gonna hurt. Oh, we're good. This is like straight across the screen, so I couldn't see what I was looking at, but I think we're good, and I wish you the best, and feel free to to email if you need anything. I am still here. I still help with Dymo label makers. I still help with any eBay questions, so I'm here if you need me. Take care. Bye. And we hope your day